Now, you might have heard it said that you are the average of the 5 people that are the closest to you. Now, I want you to pause for a second and think to yourself, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are starting a new series called Habits That Are Keeping You Stuck and How to Fix Them. Now, a lot of times people come to me and they ask me questions like, well, how do you become successful? Give me your top 10 tips. Like, what can I do to move into the next phase of my life? And I usually tell them, listen, every successful person that I know has the same habits and traits. Conversely, every unsuccessful person or every person that is really struggling to move forward typically has the same kinds of blocks that are keeping them stuck in the same place. So we're going to uncover some of that in this series, and hopefully I give you some tips on how to overcome them as well. So let's get started with the first one. Now, you might have heard it said that you are the average of the 5 people that are the closest to you. Now, I want you to pause for a second and think to yourself, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Because if it's a bad thing and you're not really excited about being the average of the 5 closest people to you, then it may be time to make new friends. Honestly, this is something that can keep people stuck. They don't want to move forward because they feel like they have to leave people behind. I don't want you to think of it that way. I don't want you to think of, oh, well, if I become successful, then all of these people won't like me anymore. And that may or may not be true. The point is that if you have a goal, or if you have a desire, or if you have something in your life that you're wanting to achieve, having people around you that can motivate, inspire, aspire, encourage you to do that is really helpful. If everybody around you is just broke, they complain about being broke, the economy's bad, they don't like the president, all they do is just whimper and complain and blame everybody outside of themselves, you're probably going to find yourself in that same space too, and that's not really serving you or your purpose in life. Let me give you a more practical, tactical kind of example. Let's say you're a health and wellness buff. Like, you love going to the gym, you love working out, you love eating, clean for the most part. You're probably not going to have 5 best friends that are 197 pounds overweight. All they want to do is sit on their couch and watch Netflix while eating a pound of bacon every half hour, right? That's not going to motivate you. It's not going to inspire you. You may not like it at all. So you're not going to find yourself in a place where those are the kinds of people that you hang out with. You may find yourself hanging out with people who like to go to the gym or like to work out, like other fitness buffs, because that makes sense. Like, your energy matches their energy, and it really is conducive to the kind of lifestyle that you're trying to live. Let's take another practical example of money. If you are a person who hangs out with people who work regular jobs, and they're making $40,000 a year, $50,000 a year, $60,000 a year, $90,000 a year, and then somebody makes $30,000 a year, you're probably going to find yourself somewhere in the middle of all that as well. Because that is what you have normalized in your life, right? Like, you've normalized having a regular job, you've normalized having a certain amount of income, because that is the lifestyle that lends itself to the kinds of people that you are around. If you want to make more money, my suggestion would be find other people to hang out with who make the kind of money that you want to make, because that is a different lifestyle. It's a different mentality, right? And having this community that is beneficial to where it is you're wanting to go really does help get you there faster. Because if you're hanging out with people who make the average American salary, they say, is like somewhere around $56,000 a year. So if you're hanging out with people who make $56,000 a year, you're not going to understand what it really looks like to make $1 million a year, right? Until you're hanging out with people who live like that, because it really is just a different way of life. It's not good or bad, it's just different. The kinds of problems that they have are going to be different than the kinds of problems that somebody who's making an average salary has. Their vacations are going to look different. They may drive a different car. Who knows? But the point is if you want to move up in income, then I think it's really important for you to find other people who can inspire you and motivate you and really help get your mindset around what it looks like to make that income, right? And this is why I'm such a proponent of having a community of people who like to do or are doing the same thing that you're doing. When I first started my business, I didn't know anybody who, was an online coach or who was making the kind of money that I wanted to make as an entrepreneur, right? And I was making an average salary. I was working a 9 to 5 job. I was, it was a good job. There was nothing wrong with the job that I had, but it certainly wasn't the goal that I had. So, since I didn't know anybody in my immediate vicinity, I went out and I made new friends. Like, I just started chatting with people, I started going to different networking events, started being more present in the areas where I felt like entrepreneurs were hanging out, where I felt like successful female entrepreneurs were hanging out. And now I have this really amazing community of women and some men too who are living the kind of lifestyle that I always wanted to live, and I get to live now, right? Because I put myself in those situations where I could kind of mix and mingle with them to learn and to be inspired and to also inspire them and motivate them as well and to help them along their journey. And it really is this tandem of moving forward in life with people who are like-minded. So if there's one piece of advice that I could give you about friendship and finding friends around you that will help you and spur you on to the next level, it's getting around people who are like-minded individuals so that you normalize a new normal. And let's be honest, sometimes when you're trying to move to the next level, the people around you, the closest to you, your friends, your family, they're the ones that are keeping you down. Not on purpose. Sometimes it can just be a passive-aggressive sly comment, or sometimes it can be like outward, like, I don't think you should do that, that's a dumb idea. No. And it has nothing to do with you. Honestly, it has more to do with them, which is a completely different topic, so we won't touch on that today. But just know that whatever it is you desire in life, there are other people who desire the same thing. So try to get into their space so that you guys can motivate and inspire each other in tandem as you guys move forward. So there it is. A habit that is keeping you stuck may be that you don't have the right people around you to motivate you into the space that you're trying to go. How to fix it? Sometimes you just gotta make new friends. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.